I'm taking a slight departure away from my typical photography and technology videos to talk about something that's in the real world. And today, this happens to be oxidized headlights like you see right here on this older vehicle. If you have headlights like this video is for you. Over the years, I've tried different products and different techniques to try and restore headlights back to their natural condition. I've used toothpaste and the different kits you see on the market, and none of them seem to last. So today I'm going to try something a little different, and I'm going to use a ultra clear coat right here. And this is gloss, as you can see, and it's also non-yellowing and UV resistant. Now that's important as your car sits out in the sunlight. You don't want it to yellow. So I'm going to go after this right here, and I'm just going to cover real quick some of the materials that I'm going to use. So I have 600 grit sandpaper here, and this is a wet sand, and it's also a wet sand 2000 grit right here. So these two sandpapers. I also have some tape, and I've got a towel, and I've also got just some basic glass cleaner. You can use whatever you want for that. And I also got just kind of a soft little scrub pad right here to help clean the headlight as we get going. So what I've done is I lifted up the hood to expose the headlight. I'm going to leave it in place, and I'm going to use the tape. I'm going to mask off the area to cover any sort of overspray, and then we're going to sand, and we're going to sand again and sand again. Then we're going to clean again, and then we're going to spray. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start by cleaning the headlight. Got my basic glass cleaner right here. I'm just going to spray this down. Use my soft scrub right here, and I'm just going to lightly scrub away any sort of dirt and debris that's on this headlight. All right, that looks good. Next up, we're going to grab our tape, and we're going to start masking off the area that's on the side and around the bottom right here and up over to the top. Now that everything is taped off right here, it's time to wet sand, and I've got my 600 grit, so I'm just going to spray this down right here. And once this is good and wet, spray this back here. And then we're just going to lightly go over this headlight. Now, I'm not pushing down hard at all, just enough to really kind of hold it in place and move it around. And I'm just going to keep spraying. And you can see how this film's starting to come off right here, and this is what we want. So I've been spraying now for probably the last 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. And you can see that what you're really looking for is to get this, you're really looking to get everything off this headlight. And you'll see, I don't know how well you can see it down here, but there's a lot of kind of white gunk that has come off the headlight, and it's looking kind of hazy right now. And that is what we want. So you want to do that to the entire headlight, and I feel like I've done a good job in that right now using this 600 grit. So now it is time to, I'm going to wipe this down, and we're going to move right on to the 2000 grit. Spray it, spray it. Now with 2000 you can rub just a little bit harder here because this is really not much more coarse than, say, a paper towel. But you want to do the exact same thing that we just did and just go over the whole thing again. All right, I've been sanding now for about another 5 minutes with this right here, and just ensuring that everything feels smooth and that the coating is completely removed, and you'll be able to tell for the most part because you will start seeing just water coming off the headlight. You won't see the sort of that opaque white color coming off anymore. Because everything from the front of this light will be removed. So that's what we're looking for, and that's where we're at right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sanding at this point. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down. And again, what we should see here is kind of that sort of cloudy, filmy look, but it should feel nice and smooth to the hand which it does. I mean, this feels very, very smooth, almost silky smooth. Now, I've noticed that my tape is really starting to come off here, so I'm probably going to have to redo my tape as I go to protect for the overspray from the clear coat. What I like to do is go ahead and spray it down with a little cleaner. And we're going to do this to try and remove any remaining contaminants that are on the headlight. We're going to mask this off here to protect from the overspray from the clear coat. And we're going to be in good shape. So that's going to be our next step. You want to be about a couple feet back, and you want to spray kind of in spurts. You know, you want to push, 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 push. Don't overspray. Don't get it to run. You just want to put it on so that it looks nice and wet. Now, we're going to do at least 2. We'll probably do 3 or 4 coats of this. So don't feel like it's all got to get on there with the first coat. After 3 coats of spray, this is what it looks like. And to me, that looks like glass. One quick note is that if you have any sort of condensation or any oxidation that occurs on the inside of the lens, this technique's not going to help you. Now, my guess is it will only improve the situation, but if you still see some fog on it, just know it might be because it's on the inside of the lens. Just something to think about. So, I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. It's called The Real World because more often than not, I do post videos about photography and technology, but I also post them about automobile maintenance, home ownership, and whatever else may come up. So until the next video, take care of yourself and be safe.